Here I'm asked to calculate the length of QS and to give my answer correct to 3 distinct figures. Looking at the triangle here on the right, I don't currently have enough information to find the length QS. But looking at the two triangles, I can see that I have the length RQ is common. Looking at the top triangle, here I can see I've got two sides and its enclosed angle, i.e. 11 and 9.4, and the angle that encloses those two sides, which in this case is 27 degrees. Therefore, I can use the cosine rule to find the length of RQ. When applying the cosine rule to find a missing length, we always label the side we're finding as the lowercase a. As I want to find the length of RQ, that's going to be my lowercase a. If that's lowercase a, therefore directly opposite is always the capital letter of A. So therefore my angle 27 is capital A. B and C make absolutely no difference. The capital letter is always the angle. So I'm going to call this capital B. If that's capital B, then directly opposite is the lowercase b. And finally, if I label this angle as being capital C, therefore directly opposite is the lowercase c. Substituting into my cosine formula, well, A is what I'm finding. So I'm going to leave A squared alone on the left-hand side of my equation. On the right-hand side, I've got B squared, or B for me is 11. So therefore B squared will be 11 squared. Plus C squared, well, C for me is 9.4. So C squared will be 9.4 squared. Minus 2BC cos A. Well, in between the letters, we know there's multiplication signs. Hence, it's going to be minus 2 multiplied B. Well, B for me is 11. Multiplied by C, and C for me in this case is 9.4. Multiplied by cos of A. In this case, cos, my angle of A is 27. So cos of 27. Leaving the A squared alone on the left-hand side of my equation, I get A squared equal to, substitute everything on the right into a calculator, and therefore A squared equals 25.0998508. As that's A squared, and I want to find the length of A, the opposite of squared is the square root. So therefore I'm going to square root my answer, square root 25.09, which equals 5.009975,129. I can now label the length RQ as my 5.0099 number. Looking at the triangle on the right, I can now apply the sine rule, as I have what we call a matching pair. I have a side and its opposite angle. Here I have the length 5.0099 and its opposite angle of 41 degrees. As I want to find the length of QS, therefore QS is opposite the angle of 88 degrees. I'm going to label the length QS as being the letter Y. Substituting to the sine rule, therefore it's the length, i.e. QS, which I've called Y. So it's Y over sine of its opposite angle. So Y over sine of 88. And that's going to equal to my matching pair, i.e. my length of 5.0099 number over the sine of its opposite angle over the sine of 41. As I want to find the value of Y, I know the opposite divided by sine 88 is to multiply both sides of our equation by sine of 88. Substituting everything on the right hand side of my equation into my calculator, I get Y is equal to 7.631818,124. As I'm asked to give my answer to 3 distinct figures, 3 distinct figures means we start from the left and we count from the first non-zero digit from the left. Well, the first non-zero digit from the left is a 7. Once we start counting, we don't stop. So that's my first distinct figure. That's my second. That's my third. As I round to 3 distinct figures, I now stop and draw a line to the right. That's called my decider. Is that 5 or more? In this case, no. So I round down. Hence, my value of Y, i.e. my length of QS, is 7.63 centimeters.